Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Here we are on Wednesday already, and my name is Don K. Preston. I am the president of Preterist Research Institute of Ardmore, Oklahoma. This is what I call my morning musings. I'm enjoying some coffee this morning. We had a huge power surge here in town yesterday morning. It's amazing how dark my office can get. About 5 o'clock yesterday morning, everything went out. I looked out the window. There was not a light on anywhere. And boy, it was dark here in town. But it got my coffee maker, had to make other arrangements. So I've got my coffee this morning. Before we get into the segment this morning, I want to remind you, time is running out to take advantage of this very special price on my new DVD series on the book of Malachi. Thank you so much for all of you who have ordered this series. I think you're going to love the material. I think you're going to be amazed at the powerful messages from the book of Malachi. Regular price $39.95 plus $4.95 shipping. However, if you go to my website, www.eschatology.org or BibleProphecy.com, and you order it, make mention that you saw the offer on YouTube or Facebook, and the total price will be $25. When I receive the order, I will refund the difference between $25 and the normal price. This price is only good until the end of October 2014. So take advantage of that. I told you that we would begin a series on the temple, the Messianic Temple. The very concept of temple is such a vast topic. It really makes a person wonder, where do you begin? We could begin in the Garden of Eden. The Jews viewed the Garden of Eden as the most holy place of Yahweh's temple. Therefore, we could really honestly say that since man was cast out of the garden and the goal of eschatology is the restoration of man to that, then the story of eschatology is really about the restoration of the original temple. That would take us, so much time to develop. So what I want to do is to develop the concept of the temple under Israel and the promises of the Messianic temple, sometimes called the millennial temple. In order to do that, of course, you have the tabernacle, which was in the wilderness. We're not going to develop that, but we are going to develop from the Solomonic temple onward. Some people call it the Davidic temple. It's not Davidic. David didn't build the temple. But the Solomonic temple onward. But here's what we have in temple and in the tabernacle. That temple, no matter what else we may think of it, no matter how glorious it was under Solomon, and boy, when you read the accounts in the book of Kings of Solomon's building of that temple, look, David assembled over $3 billion of gold and precious stones and wood to build the temple. Solomon added to that. It staggers the imagination to think of the beauty. But Solomon's temple, here's what I want you to grasp. Both the tabernacle in the wilderness, even the Garden of Eden, had a dividing line. The Garden of Eden had the seraphim with the sword, a flaming sword, to keep men out after sin. The tabernacle in the wilderness had the most holy place and the holy place separated by the veil. Solomon's temple, as great as it was, representing the dwelling place of God. Yes, the temple represented the dwelling place of God. And yet, even though Israel was God's chosen people, even though Israel had Yahweh's temple in their midst, that temple was a constant reminder of separation from Yahweh. Because standing between the holy place and the most holy place was the veil. And that veil separated man from the presence of Yahweh, from the intimate presence of Yahweh. Thus, while people talk about, oh, we have to have a rebuilt temple in Jerusalem, ask yourself why anyone would want to rebuild the temple of Israel when it had a veil present to keep man from the presence of God. In our ongoing studies of the temple of God, we will come back to this motif over and over and over. The modern day longing, the modern day predictions of the restoration of the temple in Jerusalem is in reality a desire for and a prediction of the restoration of a building that, while on the one hand, yes, it represented the, quote, presence of Yahweh in one sense. That meant Israel was closer to Yahweh than the nations were, but at the same time, that temple represented separation from Yahweh. Why would anyone want to restore that temple? We'll have a whole lot more on the flip side. You don't want to miss that. Be sure to order your copy of Malachi. One of the lessons in this series is on the Messianic Temple, and it will blow you away. Go to my website, eschatology.org, BibleProphecy.com. Order the Malachi series. Make mention that you saw it on YouTube or Facebook. Total price, $25. God bless. This is a short week for me, so we'll see you, Lord willing, on Monday.